make a little pond for this duck. Well, I'm gonna put it out because there's a duck that had a clutch of eggs. They had a clutch of eggs back over in there. Anyway, I was thinking right here. Right in this area, put a little pond. How about that? It's kind of hard to see, but it's already got a natural bank over here. All I'd have to do is put a couple logs, and it's gonna be temporary, so it'll have a big little lake. What do you think of that? Just give it a shot. I can't go show you the duck though, when I don't want to scare it. It's laying on its eggs, and they say be scared it might take on off, and I don't want that. But we'll see. We see it every now and then. She's over there in the woods. I don't know why she's here, but anyway. All right, let me go get the tarp. Start it on up. Well, I got a couple logs. I'll show you what we're gonna do with these. It'll be my little border for the little tiny lake. Let's see. Might have to get a few more of those. Now let's see. Just by using a level alone, we'll have the water level. If I get this level, and that's where the water would be. So we could use it as a sight glass. It'll go just to the base of that tree. So actually, let's see this way. Oh yeah, that'll be cool. I think that'll do it. It'll come to, the water level should come to about right here. So then this will all be covered. And I can run a tarp up here, so this is a natural bank. So we'll have a nice little lake right there. Let's go get the tarp. Yeah. Well, let's see how this is gonna go. Get the little tarp on out. Let's see. We'll see how it goes first. How full it's going to get to up here. Then I'll probably cut some of that and then maybe lay some more tarp right there. So I think once even if you overlay them, I don't know how bad it'll leak because the weight of the water will hold it and squish it hopefully. But let's just see what this does. I think I'm going to cut this over here and then put more over this right here. You know what? Put this down underneath here. Cut the table. Well, we'll see how that works. I've been throwing some rocks in there just to hold the tarp down so the water doesn't get underneath it. You let that fill up, and then after we'll come back and clean up these edges. Maybe I'll put something around it. Let's go see what it looks like from a distance. Just a little temporary pool for our little wildlife. We get moose, and especially for there's ducks back there. But anyway, I'm gonna let it fill on up and I'll figure out how to get the edges afterwards, I suppose. It'll probably be a good hour or so at least. Just So these logs don't roll. I mean, who knows? I never did this before, so. But I got some of these stakes. Let's put them here and there to hold them, just in case. Just to keep the logs in place. How about that, huh? All right, I went and got some from this farmer. Some turf. Well, actually, it's lawn sod. I'm going to put the sod around the edge. I'll cut some of this out of the way. I could probably put this down like this. That looks good. At least it's hiding it. This morning, I pulled all the rolls off because, well, it's leaking, obviously, you know, where I split it. I have to go get some more of this plastic rubber, some kind of rubber or tarp, something to hold the water anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that and I'm gonna put it right over it after I get the water out of there. Let's get the water out of there real quick. I need to move this. I'll take all the rocks back on up. I'll lay the tarp down and I'll put the rocks back. Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do. So that should be better. Okie dokie, so we're filled up. Oh. Okay, we're calling it done. The little lake. Pond, I mean. It's pretty sweet. The sod on there makes it look really cool. Oh, I guess I could cover up that little bit up there. Pull that over. Actually, let me do that right now. Pull it on up. Yeah, that looks good. See? Pretty. Have a nice little pond. Okay, well, that's it. Pond done. Yeah, it's done. All right, now, thanks for watching. Fried green tomatoes day. Beautiful out today. Anyway, we have flour we'll be using. I'm gonna put a little 21 seasoning salute in there. That'll be my first bowl. And I'm also, well, actually, I'm gonna throw some pepper, garlic, and salt in there also for this dry bowl. Then the wet bowl is gonna have the egg and the buttermilk. Then my other dry, that's going to have the panko in it. It's going to have panko and flour, a little bit of flour, my Cajun Sparkle, and my no salt. And for the pot, I'm going to Crisco in there, but I have some of my Crisco I had from my deep frying from last time. I'll use some of that if need be, but more than likely I will. So first of all, let's get this oil going. Barely see the flame. Too bright out. Whoa. Okay, well, let's watch. Whoa, that's pretty warm. May have to turn it down. Well, we'll see. So let's get these tomatoes cut on up. First of all, let's cut off the back end here. Little nub. Get rid of that guy. And we're going to do them about 3/8 of an inch maybe, or 2 1/4. Not too thick, not too thin. Now that I got the tomatoes like that, I need to sweat them a little bit, get some of the moisture out so I can put a little bit of salt on them. And that gives them a little bit of flavor too. And while I'm at it, I might as well put a little pepper, wouldn't hurt nothing. I need to put more oil in there. How about that, though? Okay, we'll let that go. Now we'll get back to doing our mixtures. Well, first we'll put a little bit of flour in there. We have lots of tomatoes to do. So put, I don't know, 3/4 cup maybe. 3/4 to 1/4 to a cup. Put some Trader Joe's 21 seasoning salute in there. It smells really good. We got that in there. Trader Joe's. Then we'll put some salt in there. Throw some pepper. Always use some pepper. And some garlic, about a teaspoon. And that you can just mix on up. Okay, now let's get to the wet ingredients. And the buttermilk. Okay, just whip that on up. Now the final one, we're going to throw a bunch of panko in. Some Cajun Sparkle. That you get at Popeyes. And also the no salt. And just a little shot of flour. I don't know, say 1/8 of a cup maybe. And we give that guy a good mixing. It was a little bit too thick, so I just kind of give it a quick grind. Not too fine. It's pretty fine, but not, still got chunks. Let's see what we got here. 365, 360, somewhere around there. All right, let's get these tomatoes, just give them a little flip. You just brush some of the stuff on the other side onto the other ones. Okay, let's give that a couple minutes. All right, let's get these going here. A little bit of flour into the egg mixture there. Okay, out of there into the breadcrumbs and panko. Ooh, man, the oil got really hot there, but that's going to be that quick, damn quick. So let's get another tomato. Wet mixture into the breadcrumbs panko. You know what? Let's throw this in there with that other guy. Okay, here we go. Okay, let that go. Just like I don't know, it's not gonna go very long. You just gotta watch it, make sure when it gets nice and brown. I'd say just a couple minutes. Oh, geez. Yeah, the oil's pretty hot. It'll flash. Okay, we'll let it go for like another minute. Moving these guys, flipping them a little bit. Give them another flip. Looks pretty crunchy. So let's just give it a little drain like that. Let's throw it over here. Let's get this other little guy out of there. Over there. Let's put some more in there. Alright, let's check these guys. Or at least flip them. Alright, let's give these guys a flip. We'll be ready in a few seconds. Alright, I'm going to call that done. Fuck. Alright, in a few minutes, take these two nice looking specimens on out. Lay them right on over there. Then we'll throw a few more in. You know what? Let's speed this on up. Coming along. We got a few of those guys. That's right there. And I've been doing 3. Back over here with these tongs. Another little flip. Alright, give that another minute or so. Those are going now. Let's see how quick it takes. It literally takes only like 3-4 minutes. A little bit, so it shouldn't be too much longer. Okay, these are the last of the Mohicans. Right here. 1. 2. That's it. There. Over there, where they're burning ourselves. Let me bring these in. That, my friends, is fried green tomatoes. Pretty delicious. Well, I'm not going to take a bite of one and burn my mouth. Wait, maybe this one right here. I can do that one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there's different, make your own dips, I suppose, with it, but you can just eat them straight on up like I'm eating them. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one.